Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygus here, the CryptoPy, and today we're going to be talking about the market and about some coins that I hold personally and that are, some top coins. So I'm sure you guys will be happy to hear that we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Neo, and Icon. Alright? So that's just a few coins I'm going to talk about because that's where my biggest holdings are in. Alright? So that's the coins we're going to be talking about today. So let's get into the charts, guys, and let's take a look at Bitcoin. Alright, so what I do usually is when I, get onto the charts, I look at my previous drawings, right, because they're still there on TradingView. I like that. So, and you see we broke out of this the last 6 hours. When it actually happened? This last hour, guys. Good volume. I like this. Definitely like this. On the 1 hour. Do I think we will test this again? Perhaps. We could, right? But I definitely like this. I like what we see here. So, I drawn this red line here because it's another resistance line, right? You see that we poked it once, twice. Well, a third time should be a charm and we should go through. Then, of course we need to go through the cloud, like I said yesterday. And remember what I said on the 12 hour? Here's the little gap, guys. Here we can go through. So it will take a few days and we should go through here. It's really thin and I see a major possibility for us to go through. So I like that. Alright, so that's Bitcoin for now, guys. Now I want to keep this video short because it's just an update on all the coins that I have the biggest holdings of. Alright, so Bitcoin, obviously. Let's take a look at Ethereum USD, Bitfinex. So you see I drawn all my charts, right? I drawn here 1 2 3 4 5. We had a 1 2 3 4 5. Actually I don't know why I don't have this drawn, because I can see this myself, but it's for you guys. So A, B, this would have perhaps been the C, right? It might as well, because we also broke out of this, very healthy. So then what we're looking at is to find the target, right? We have a wave 1 here, and I actually need to do this on Bitcoin as well. So I'll do this on Bitcoin right after to put a target on us for the wave up. So you can either do this, guys. There's two ways, right? You can have the Fibonacci, you can drag it down and look at your targets that way, or you can use a trend-based Fib extension. Go from the bottom. So I haven't shown this on my channel yet because I use it myself. However, it is more complicated to understand, but you can use a trend-based Fib extension. Start on the bottom. In this case, this is a complete wave 1, right? So, and then we're gonna go to the top and then to the bottom, right? All the way to the bottom. And you see that we retrace to a little lower than 1.5, right? So here, and that tells me that our first wave after this wave, so let's just draw these waves, right? Get rid of this Fib, and we're gonna draw our next waves here. So let's take the 1 2 3 4 5. So this was a 1, a 2, perhaps a 3, like what, 2 here, the 1 or something. It's possible, right? Or a 1.618. Yeah, let's put it on the 1.618, right? Let's put it very high. That's a high target, okay, guys? Then we go back down here, and then we have a 5 up here somewhere, right? 2.618 there. That's a nice Elliott wave. I can live with that. No, never look at these. Okay, so let's get rid of some lines here, guys. Can get rid of that one, rid of that one. I don't think we'll see that one anytime soon. So let's give it some time, space as well. So something like this, right? Something like this. So, and why is this, you would ask, right? Well, the trend-based extension is always from the bottom to the top to the next bottom, which was only to about here, right? And that's the 1.618. But More conservative would be to put it at 1, right? Put it just here. This stays about the same though. And then wave 5, you know, this is very conservative, right? So let's just keep it like that. So our ultimate target here would be $2,500, around $2,600, guys. That is not bad, right? That's not bad at all. So this is our ultimate target zone here, and you know, just do this for yourself as well, guys. You know, you get used to it. And we have our first target zone here, so around $2,000. And after that we go a little higher, right? We go to 2,600 for the last wave up. So if you want to play the waves, guys, you know, you can sell here for a first target and sell here for a second target. If you sold here, you can buy back here, obviously, you know, when it gets to test this, and then either on the breakout, or you can buy it more aggressively on the pullback and ride it to the wave 5. Okay, so that's what I see on Ethereum, and let's do that the same thing on Bitcoin, because I didn't, right? Oh, this tether, and don't draw on thread tether. So remember, my Bitcoin is all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was over here, right? So let's just see how true this whole thing holds, right? So this was our previous one. So if we take it over here, and we take it to that 5 here, right? And this was our low here. You can see it got to about the 1.272, right? Bitcoin likes to hit the 1.272 on the first wave up, right? That's what we see here. So 1.272, guys, we keep that in mind, right? So we're gonna do this again from over here. This was our low here, 1800s. Let's go up here to the down. Was it down around here? That's around here, right? So then 1.272 is around here, guys. 32,000, very conservative target. Let's put our area here, right? So area here, 1.618 is our next target, 39,000, or perhaps the 2.618. But this is what I like about Bitcoin, right? A lot of history. So once again, we can check the previous one, right? Let's check the previous one. Yeah. Number 5, the low, 1.272, and what was the next one? Around the 2.618. So it likes the 2.618 after that. But you see, it went even higher for the last wave. See that? The 5.618 is like even higher. So 2.618, and let's just take the 5.618, alright, for easy measures. So that is just to map it out for myself. Oh, this is all very speculative, guys, okay? So you have to remember that. Alright, so 1.272 is right here. 2.618 will be the next target, because you have to remember, Bitcoin needs to do its full cycle again, right? And then the last target is like up here somewhere, right? There we go. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, but Pygos, that's above $100,000. Well, yes, guys, it can go above $100,000. Okay, it can. So what we get then, we can start drawing our new Elliott. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, that's just how I do it. All right. Obviously it's very speculative, but this as a first target, that's why you always sell somewhere, right, at the first target, guys, and then you buy back at the second target. Guess what? So when it goes up here, right, 33,000, what will I do? I will look if the market gets weak. If it gets weak, and I confirm it on like lower time frames, not on 6 hour, guys, you're a bit late then. On the 1 hour, let's say, right, it gets weak, because after a big rally, first the smaller time frames get weak, then I start selling. Okay, so when it sells, I'm not gonna be panicking, all right, when it goes back to 18,000. So imagine that the price has been at $31,000, and then it goes back to $18,000, right? Then if you have some money, some tethers or US dollars or euros, you can buy back in, right? and then ride it for the next wave. So that's what you wanna do. All right. So just keep this up there, and this is our slide up, right? So keep that up, and so we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we go over to NEO, guys. So NEO US dollar, right? What is NEO doing? And remember to keep this at log chart. Look, if you don't, then it looks all weird. So NEO also did 5 waves, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this wick is immense, so it's a wick, it's okay. So that's did 5 waves, so this is also gonna do 5 waves up. I already put them out there, but let's just do it again so you guys can see it. Alright, so once again, guys, let's just take this low. You don't need to take the wick exactly. It's an estimate, right? So that's how you should see it, guys. It's an estimate. Alright, that's all you can do. So a 1, a 1.618, and a 2.618. Let's just do it very carefully, okay? Let's just do it very carefully. So we're gonna go to 1 area, 1.618 area, and a 2.618. Okay. So very careful. Okay, so then we can draw it, right? Right, guys? So now we just do this 1, go back to about the top, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Right? So that's how you do it, guys. Very simple, right? But in order to see if it breaks out, so right now, if I was not in NEO, I bought it like at a 2 wave, right? Like it was a 1 and then a 2, and I bought it in the 30 areas. So and that's like a safe bet. Okay, this obviously this scared me, but who cares, right? That's whatever. So because that is a stupid wick, right? But then it went up, and so but if you're not in, guys, just draw your lines here, right? You don't, if you want to be aggressively buying, aggressive buyers are down here on this line. When it's in between, no one should buy. It's a no zone. If you are more conservative, you buy when it breaks out, because when it breaks out on good volume, then you can have a stop loss close, right? And if it breaks out, it's most likely going up here. So you know, that's great, right? That's great. At first it will test this top again, probably go down again, try again, and then come here. You know, that's for all the charts, guys. It always takes a while, right? It will most likely bump against the top first, go a little bit down, and then up. So, you know, but still, you wait until there's either confirmation, or if you're aggressive, you buy on the bottom line. So that is just how you look at it, right? That's NEO for you. Then, last but not least, guys, Icon. So why I like explaining all these charts for you guys is because they all do something else, right? They all do some. They're all like in a different. Well, not all in different waves. Some are like at the start of the wave. Some are at like wave 5, like this one. So if we look here, FIB extension tool again. Take that one, right, up here, down here. You see that wave 3 was about a 1-to-1 ratio. So the next one I just put very conservatively at 1.618, right? That's my zone. So it needs to go 4 and then 5. And guess what? I'll be selling some Icon here in order to buy back all the way low, right? If I take this and let's say it goes exactly here. Let's say it goes a little higher. It doesn't even matter. And let's say it does go a little higher, right? It doesn't affect me that much. You have to remember, it doesn't affect me that much. Let's say it goes up here, right? Then your buy area after, it will most likely do something like this, right? As we know, markets, A, B, and then C, right? So that's how markets work, guys. They like to trace back around the 3-4 level. So, and that is the 618 and 0.5 fib, right? So my buy zone would be somewhere here, right? This is where my buy zone will be. So sell here, buy some back here, right it for the next one. And after 5 waves, I definitely I'm more careful. Okay, I first want to see an uptrend again, because it can also downtrend for a long time before it goes back up. I just want to warn you guys. Also, some of you guys are so, you know, well, first about Icon, guys. If you're aggressive buyer, once again, you buy on the bottom here, right, where it is right now. It's still like kind of like in here. I don't really consider that out yet. If it goes all the way down here, you know, I consider it it's a Donsky. But for now, it's all good. So if you are more conservative, you wait for the breakout, and if there's volume, you buy and you go up. So for now, there's not much we can do here. You can see that. See, this is why you cannot be this picky about this, right? Because we also have a trend line down here, and that coincides with the cloud. So, but I like to just keep it tight like that, right? So I just keep it like this. But that is just for my own eyes, right? It's fine. So yeah, this is the area that I'm looking for, guys. This is just the area I'm looking for. So if it comes out with good volume, you can buy up here, write it up here. Even if you would do that, right, guys, it's still 20%. 20%. It's not a lot, but it's still some gain, right? And you have confirmation. Now, if you're aggressive buyer, buy on the line here. You got a bigger gain, obviously, but it's up to you, right? So, and what I love about LA Wave is buying at waves 2, because it hardly ever retraces back to wave 2. But last but not least, guys, I said I was not going to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. Let's look at Ripple, right? Let's look at Ripple Bitcoin, and that's an excellent example to show you that sometimes the market just keeps on going down. Okay, so where is Ripple here? Look, so we came from here, right? Because I remember this, and my friend XCOM still remembers this as well. So don't be fooled, guys. All right. So we had something here, and I was fooled here myself. Okay. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So very easy to spot, and I was like, okay, so I'm buying at the 618, right? I just bought, you know, A, B, C. But that is where the C is, guys. So that is the funny thing, right? It's kind of fucked up though, because we bought here thinking it will just go back up there, but that is aggressive buying, guys. So when you buy here, that's fine, but you need to see an uptrend. So, and when we bought here, we should have sold when it broke, right? Because you see, when it breaks, it would just go all the way down. So, you know, I learn from my mistakes, and I don't just buy in after 5 waves again. I want to see an uptrend forming. So I kind of like to wait for that wave 2, which happened here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it goes back up, right? But even people who bought all the way at the top, I mean, they could have been out. You know, they could have been almost out, and they should have just been out there, because that was obviously the top. Because if we just take a trend fib extension here, right? 1, 2 here. It's an exact 4.618. I mean, you know, people should have been out there. Very simple. This was the 5. So yeah, that is definitely how I see that, guys. And oh well, you know. So now I heard in my Telegram people wanting to buy Ripple. Well, I tell them not to, right? Because A and B, where's C gonna be, guys? It's gonna be here. It can, right? We saw it. We saw Ripple. We saw what Ripple did. So the Ripple crushed people. Okay? Who says that that's not gonna happen again? So Fibonacci all the way to 886. Buy area. Okay, my buy area. If I ever want to buy Ripple, guys, I buy it down here. I don't buy it up here, unless I would see an uptrend. Right, an uptrend needs to stay in here. Alright, it just needs to stay in there. And that's just a quick thing about Ripple, guys. It likes to make this huge pump up, which it did, and then just slack down all the way, right? And it's not like, see, it did it before. See that? It did it before. Ripple does the same thing over and over and over and over again. Okay, so Ripple's very predictable. So I actually am expecting a buy down here. So, you know, guys, I couldn't keep this video short. I know it's 20 minutes long, but you know, I'm glad you guys looked, you know, watched it all if you're here at the end. And you know, I hope you learned something about this, especially about the last thing about Ripple, that you know, if this breaks, I can actually see it going down all the way here. So, you know, guys, draw your trend lines, draw your Elliott waves, draw your Fibonacci's, and you know, I'm sure you'll do good. Also, guys, if you're not in my Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPies blog, where we talk among each other, where we share charts, where we where you can ask me questions, ask anyone else questions, and you know, stay up to date with all the ICOs, etc. Also, join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, where I post about registrations for new ICOs, whitelisting, etc. So yeah, guys, join up with both Telegrams. Both Telegrams will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button. And if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.